This is episode 55 of Family Life Mornings. We're a morning radio show on Family Life, a network of stations across New York and Pennsylvania. Our podcast, some of the best moments from this past week, like this one about the law.
Well, there's a law about that. Randy, did you learn that law? The law?
I don't think I did, Steve.
Oh yeah, it's Cole's law. Cole's law.
You take cabbage, little mayonnaise, celery seed.
I'm glad I didn't learn that law.
There's more where that came from.
If you stick around long enough, this will all start to make sense.
It's Family Life Mornings with Steve, Therese, and Randy.
Nearly half of high school seniors say they're considering a gap year, taking a year off after high school for lots of different reasons. So anyway, that's a big number, nearly half. I took about a 4.5 year gap after high school.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, I went to college, but it just seemed like I should have paid more attention.
Right.
It was a big.
Okay.
Have you seen the gap in my head? I mean,
No comments.
God gives us each new morning. We give you the encouragement to get through it. This is Family Life.
Whoa, it's tragic. Every single mayor in this community has died before the age of 20.
Well, there's got to be a catch here somewhere.
There's a story there, right? Goofy Calhoun was the first mayor. He took office in 1998, died at the age of 16. Then Junior Cochran took office. Wow. He was actually banned from entering the town's general store. It was a health department thing. He died at 15. Then there was Lucy Liu. She was even the grand marshal of the annual parade. She died at 12. And now Gwyneth Paltrow is in charge. She is a pit bull. Oh, okay. She's the fourth in line of K9 mayors in Rabbit Hash, Kentucky. And I thought that was really something. It's just a small little place. They don't need any actual governing. And so they just vote in dogs.
Wow. But all of them died before 20.
Well, most dogs do.
I just thought it was, just wanted to take a little bit of remembrance for them and pause. Okay, that's good enough.
We hope the rest of your day is just as much fun as this.
Family Life Mornings with Steve, Therese, and Randy.
Is it summer vacation yet? I mean, right? It's got to be.
It's almost summer. It's almost summer.
Summer vacation.
Almost.
It is. Okay, here's something fun you and your kids can make for summer vacation, and it's so easy. It's Kool-Aid Sorbet. Now, we talked about charcoalberry fin flavor. You might have heard that. You could do like orange or fruit punch or basically any flavor that they make Kool-Aid in. You just take one of the unsweetened packets along with 1 cup of sugar and then 3 cups of milk. And you mix it all together and you freeze it and then you scoop it. And so any kind of flavor that you want, and I know you're thinking, oh, great, all that sugar in it. But it's also got all that milk in it, okay?
Yeah,
so
that's
that
true.
sort of kind of makes it a little bit, maybe, sort of.
A little bit, maybe, sort of. Yes, exactly. Yummy.
They don't need a request to be your friend. They already are. Steve, Therese, and Randy on Family Life. A friend you can turn to.
Well, a lot of school projects took a back seat when the pandemic started, right? But not for Kyra. She's a 3rd grader with a green thumb, and her class started growing cabbage when they switched to distance learning. Cool. She said, I'm going to keep caring for my cabbage. She gave it sunshine and water and love, and it grew, and it grew, and it grew to 31 pounds.
What? A 31-pound cabbage?
Yes.
Whoa.
Now, I did the math on this. If you were to convert that cabbage into sauerkraut, it would give you enough to top 250 hot dogs.
Wow.
But that's not what Kyra did. No, she chopped it up and she fed dozens of families in her neighborhood with it, which is just a sweet thing. So cool that they got to learn that. Yeah.
31-pound cabbage.
That's huge.
No, I learned something about that in school. It was like just
You
like
did?
yeah. Well, there's a law about that. Randy, did you learn that law? The law.
I don't think I did, Steve.
Oh yeah, it's Cole's law. Cole's law.
You take cabbage, little mayonnaise, celery
I'm
seed.
glad I didn't learn that law.
Oh, it's a delicious law. You should try it.
Yeah, right there at lunchtime. Yeah.
If it's too early for you to start thinking about real life, it's okay. You can hang out with us as long as you want.
This is Family Life Mornings.
What's the most remarkable invention of maybe 100 years? And I was thinking the dry erase board. It's the most remarkable. Remarkable. Hey, I'm working on my dad jokes for Sunday.
Right.
Remarkable.
Right. You know, I just read something about jokes and why people may not laugh at your jokes, Steve. Did you know it takes 5 different parts of your brain to react simultaneously for you to understand and then laugh at a joke. So it might not be that your jokes are bad. It might just be that those 5 areas of the brain can't get it together.
Gotcha. Okay. So my humor is more cerebral then. You have to think a little bit more. Is that what you're saying?
Right. Or it might just be that your joke is bad.
Well, remarkable.
This is Family Life, a friend you can turn to.
So you're out driving your car, and as you approach an intersection, the light turns yellow. And immediately you wonder, should I stop? Or can I make it through before that light goes to red? Now, I don't know about you guys, but I have seen yellow traffic lights last longer than other ones, depending on where you are at. So it kind of made me wonder, how do you know if you're going to make it through before the light turns red? Well, you can know. The length of time that a traffic light stays yellow corresponds with the first digit of the speed limit. So if you are in a 50-mile-per-hour zone, the yellow light is going to last for 5 seconds.
Wait, what?
If you are in a 35-mile-per-hour zone, the yellow light is going to last 3.5 seconds. So pay attention to what the speed limit is, and you'll have a real good idea how long that yellow light is going to last.
1,000, 2,000. 1,000.
Proceed with caution.
Starting your day with a smile and a dose of encouragement, too. Family Life Mornings.
What is it with glitter? I mean, if you're a mom who's seen a craft project go awry, you probably hate it because it gets stuck on everything. But there's something about glitter that we're just drawn to. I mean, it shows up on, phone cases and accessories. Remember those glittery shoes maybe you let your daughter wear? And we've got this fascination with it. It kind of goes back. This is crazy. I just read that ancient Mayans would cover their temples with mica so that it would be like glittery, like the people would be drawn to it. And I was like, that's fascinating. It goes back that far, that there's something about that reflection of light that we're drawn to. People are drawn to light, right? And that's what it's like when you show Jesus to the world around you. I mean, the next time you're frustrated about glitter stuck in your carpet, remember the light shines in the darkness, and the darkness has not overcome it.
It's Steve, Therese, and Randy on Family Life, a friend you can turn to.
Just because it's on the internet doesn't mean it's true. Have you heard that before?
I've heard that.
Same thing with books, too. Not everything in books is, well, there is one book that everything is true. But I was flipping through the pages recently of my American Journal of Preventative Medicine that I skim by from time to time. And it said something in there that I'm like, this agrees with that other book that I just mentioned. That's true. Basically, it said the more you volunteer, the better you are. Your health is better.
Yes.
Volunteers, good. Health, good. Or you could get another book, and there's so many, like 1 Peter 4:10. Each of you should use whatever gift you have received to serve others as faithful stewards of God's grace in its various forms. So, you don't believe everything you read on the internet, or even in my book of American Journal of Preventative Medicine. But you can believe every word that you read in the Bible.
Fun conversation, good music, and something to think about. Family Life Mornings.
Well, the things inside your fridge, they say a lot about you, especially during this, season where a lot of us are spending a lot more time eating at home. If you open the fridge and you see a rainbow of produce, well done. You are health conscious. If you see a lot of Rubbermaid dishes full of leftovers, you're probably family focused. Okay. They found that people with families tend to do that. Now, if you open the fridge and you see a jar of old pickles and not much else, that means that you need to probably do some grocery shopping in the next couple days. Might be a good idea.
Because 3 hosts are better than 1, or 2 for that matter. This is Family Life, and we are a friend you can turn to.
Happy Father's Day weekend, huh?
Sometimes you'll get a whiff of something and you'll be like, that reminds me of something.
right.
And so Dad smells like...
Hi, I'm Kevin. I live in Buffalo, New York. Liberty cheese. Worked on the railroad. I was out all day out in the open and come home with his shoes off and you smell the cheese coming out.
Maybe it was just stinky feet.
All right, maybe so.
Eileen Noonan in Elmira, New York. I guess it would be Old Spice. He used to wear the cologne, and get up every morning and go to work. And he was an architect.
Look at that, the official cologne of architects.
An Old Spice.
Hi, my name's Tammy. I grew up in Montersville, Pennsylvania. Oh, my dad was a dairy farmer. There's nothing like the smell of the dairy barn. It's just the milk imparter smells so clean and fresh, and the earth and the cows, and it just every time I smell it, I think of him, and I realize how blessed I was to have a dad who worked on the earth and worked so hard.
My name is Kim, and I'm from Erie. Road tar. My dad was a road construction worker. My dad's been gone for 2 years, and I absolutely love the smell of road tar now.
That's great.
Yeah, but every time you drive through a construction zone, you're taken right back there.
Yep.
It sounds like you had a great dad.
He was.
You know we're friends because we're already on a first-name basis. It's Family Life Mornings with Steve, Therese, and Randy from Family Life, a friend you can turn to.